What up? I said, what up? What's going on, y'all? Chillin', chillin', chillin'. I just watched earlier, season 4, episode 7. You lied to my face of Power. Last week wasn't a very good or positive review because I just thought it wasn't realistic. Like it just was too overboard unrealistic. A lot of people watch these shows and just see a lot of action and say, yeah, it was a good episode. Yeah. It wasn't. It wasn't a good episode. Like, nobody in their rightful mind would rob a bank with no magazine. Like, let alone a stash house. I wouldn't even rob a bank where they tell the people, don't shoot who's robbing the bank. And I wouldn't rob a bank with a gun with no magazine. I'd rather just give them a note and have no gun. But that's neither here nor there. This episode is better than the previous episode. It made you use your brain, which Tasha isn't doing. Or Tariq. So Ghost meets up with Tommy. First Tommy goes into the stash house and the guy's still laying there, knocked out. And he tells him what happened. Ghost robbed us and they killed so-and-so. I don't know how he knew he killed so-and-so, but his dream told him. I don't know. I don't know how he knows he killed so-and-so if he was upstairs and whatever. So Ghost meets up with Tommy and, he asks Tariq about, did Dre know that Kanan was alive? And then Tariq lies and says, no, he doesn't know. First thing of Tariq being retarded. Like, Tariq is just known on the show for being retarded. And then his mother is just like equally retarded because she's messing with the lawyer, and the lawyer's like, Terry Silver is just like creepy. He just looks like a creep to me, man. R. Kelly or something like. But she's falling for it, and she was the aggressor, to be honest. Like, he was like, I think you better go. I know he was bluffing, but I think you better go. You know what I mean? Like, I think you should leave my apartment. And she like, no, I don't think so. I'm not leaving. And I'm like, oh, come on, Tasha. Like, are you that stupid? At least let him be the aggressor. At least let him work for the pussy. They went out. They did some karaoke. And then she's right over the crib. It's obvious what happens next. They have sex, and she's explaining to him that the ring that Ghost got her isn't really anything. It's just for show. And she's just listening to everything he says. Like, during the interview, the lady said, your wedding ring, where is it? And then she looks at Terry Silver for the advice. And then he gives her some hand signal, and then she says, we were hit with hard times. And I'm like, oh my God. Are they doing this on purpose? Like, just making this show cringy so Tasha can redeem herself, and you know what I mean? Because shows do this. Shows set you up. They put you in a whirlwind. They make you think somebody's dumb and you hate the person and this and that. And then at the end of the season, they totally redeem themselves. Like, they want Tariq to be like super dumb. And then he ends up killing Kanan, or he ends up killing Dre, or something like that. And I don't even know what Tasha can do to redeem herself. She's just an idiot. And I was looking at Twitter, and Tasha was trending. Some girl said, Ghost said, I didn't leave the family, I left you. And 30 minutes later, Tasha's getting a new dick. You go, girl. And I'm like, girls really think this is cool? Females, do y'all really think this is cool? Like, do y'all think what Tasha's doing is cool? Is this what y'all do? I know y'all want to have sex, and I know a lot of people cheat if the relationship isn't strong. Some people cheat, but I don't think you cheat with that person in that situation. His lawyer. And he's not even down for Ghost. Like, he's like, I don't want to help Ghost. I want you. So it's obvious if Ghost get in another jam, he's going to want Ghost to be gone. He's not going to want Ghost to get out of prison. He's going to want Ghost in prison so he can have Tasha. Sorry for this basically being a Tasha roast. Other things happened, like the FBI agent that killed Greg Knox was going to kill the black FBI agent. He had the gun in hand, he knocked on the door, and his daughter answered the door. That was really a tense moment. I literally said, oh shit. That was a good scene. I don't know their names. The other white FBI agent went to Angela Valdez's crib and, was like, oh, maybe the black guy did it and whatever. And then she opened the door and showed him that the black guy's in there with her reviewing the tapes, and they called him in. So it's obvious he got to review the tapes and see that the other guy really planted the gun. I'm sorry that I don't know their names right now because I'm just talking into a microphone. What else happened? From the moment I met Tarazi, y'all remember, if y'all watch these videos, y'all remember I said, I think it's Tommy's dad. From the moment I met him, like, yo, why is he so interested in Tommy? You know what I mean? But I think everybody saw that coming after like the next episode when he asked about Tommy. Then the next episode he asked about Tommy. But I thought that was cool. I want to see how that plays out. Tommy was like, fuck. Like, my dad's dead. And he's like, nah, yo, I'm your dad. And your mom's legs was nice. And he's like, all right. Something's going to happen with Proctor. This show is too predictable. Like, they talk about it in third person, and then it happens. Ghost was telling Tommy, you didn't get rid of the body? And you didn't get rid of the tape? Oh, man, I got to go see Proctor. And then this happens. The Asian FBI agent pulls up on Proctor and says, hey, where was the Homeland Security guy? It pinged off this cell phone tower right next to your house, and now he's missing. And I'm like, Captain Obvious wrote this show. But it was better than last week's episode. Tell me what y'all thought about this week's episode overall. I was satisfied. I'm not gonna lie. I was satisfied with this week's episode. And then I got to watch Game of Thrones. You know what? I'm not going to mention Game of Thrones. It's a totally different show, but it's the greatest show ever. I'm sorry. Don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to share the video. Don't forget to leave a comment and tell me what y'all think will happen next. And females, do all of you act like Tasha? I'm out.